What's going on, guys? It's Android Critics from AndroidCritics.com, and in this video, I'll be giving you my official review on the Samsung Galaxy Note 2. Now, this is an improvement from the original Galaxy Note, and it brings some of the S3 features. So in this video, I'll be giving you my full and complete thoughts on the Galaxy Note 2, and I'll just be giving you a complete walkthrough and the new features that have been added. Now, the original Galaxy Note was announced last year, and it was going to be a hit or miss. Now, the original Galaxy Note did really well, and it revolutionized the phablet world, and here's the Galaxy Note 2. Now, the Galaxy Note 2 is the best of a phone and a tablet, so you have some tablet aspects, but you also have some phone aspects, so you can easily use this as a phone, and it's just one of the best devices out there to date. You can easily just use the S Pen if you would like, but it's still portable at the same time, and a lot of you may be asking, does it fit in your pocket? Well, it does just fine, and that is just the Galaxy Note 2, and it's just revolutionizing the whole smartphone market and phablet market, or tablet phone, whatever you want to call it. Now, first of all, let's look at the build quality. On the very front of the device, you can see that you have the earpiece, so the calls are very clear on this device. You also have the proximity sensor, and you also have the front-facing camera. If you go towards the back, you can see you have that camera, which is an 8-megapixel shooter, along with LED flash, and you can see Samsung at the back, and you have this glossy finish if you get the black model, and you do have the S Pen at the back, which you can easily pull out, and the device will detect it. So if I go ahead and pull it out, you can see it'll take me straight to S Note, so I can make a quick note. So that is basically what the S Pen does. Now, if you continue and you look at the bottom, you can see you have that micro USB along with a microphone at the bottom. You have that S Pen again, and you have the power button. So it's basically where your thumb rests, and it's an ideal position. And in the front, you can see you have a 5.5-inch monster display. Now, this display gives you very good colors, and it's just the best display that Samsung has ever made. And I strongly do believe it's better than the Retina display found on the iPhone 5 or any Apple device for that matter. Now, some people may think that the Galaxy Note 2 is very big, but to some it might not be. Now, in my opinion, I don't think it's that big. It's actually the perfect size for a phone. Now, I can easily reach across from side to side. Now, it's not that my hands are big and it fits perfectly in the palm of my hand. It's just because that I am able to adjust to the screen size, and it just has so many good features, and that's why I would want to have a big screen on a device like this. Now, the Note 2 comes in 3 different storages. It comes in 16, 32, and 64 gigabytes. And not only 16, 32, and 64 gigabytes, you can also use the external storage, and you can have up to 128 gigabytes on this device. So that's a very welcome addition. So you can store a lot of movies, pictures, and everything that you want on this device. And that's why the Note 2 is ideal for many people to use. Now, one good feature that the Note 2 does have is that it has a removable battery. So as you can see, I can simply remove the back cover, and you can see you have the battery right here, and you can see you have the speaker grill as well. But you can remove a battery, so you can pop in another battery, so you can basically have the best battery life possible. And this is a 3100 milliamp hour battery, and that is just one of the best batteries ever. And you can see that the battery life will last a long time, so I can easily just pop out the battery, and then I can have another one and can put it back in. So I can basically have the longest battery life possible, and that's why I really do like the battery and the removable battery aspect on this Samsung Galaxy Note 2. Now, one of the main features about the Galaxy Note 2 is not only that it has a big screen, it's also because it has the S Pen functionality. So if I was to go ahead and take out the S Pen right here, it just simply rests at the bottom of the Galaxy Note 2. You can see that I can easily make a note on this device. So that's one of the main features. So say I get a quick idea and I want to quickly write something. So I could just write, for example, visit AndroidCritics.com, for example. So I could just simply write that, and I could just simply make very quick notes, and it's just for people that want to be productive. Now, this is by far one of the best devices that I've ever used on the Android platform, and I also strongly believe it's better than the Samsung Galaxy S3 just because of the killer features. And it just basically packs in everything possible that you can think of into this very great form factor and one of the best devices to use as of yet. Now, if we go ahead and compare the S Pen on the original Galaxy Note, you can see that it's just very flush. It's very cheap. It's not as good as the S Pen on the Galaxy Note 2. And as you can see, if you look at the one in the Galaxy Note 2, it's more rectangular. It gives you more of a pen feel, and it just is just perfect to have and use on the Galaxy Note 2. And not only is the S Pen able to take notes on your device, you can also have more features, such as you can just hover the pen slightly over the device. So I could just simply hover it a little bit, and you can see it will follow the S Pen, and I can simply take a picture by just holding this button down, and it'll take a picture like so. And it's very smart, so I could just say Android Critics, for example. And it's very easy to use, and that's why I really do like this phablet. Now, the S Pen is basically one of the greatest parts about the Galaxy Note 2. It has received an overhaul, and even when you take it out, the device detects it and it just takes you straight to that screen. It's very smart, but not only can you do that with the S Pen, say if I want to call someone. So if I go into my phone, and if I just dial this, and then I take out the S Pen, you can say meet on Bloor Street, for example. And I could just simply type that and then just save the note like so. So it's just a very smart S Pen, and that's some of the functionality that it has, and that's why I really do like it. Now, you may think, should I get a Galaxy S3 or a Galaxy Note 2? I highly have to recommend the Galaxy Note 2, since it's just not as wide as the original Galaxy Note. It's more like an S3, and it's very form-fitting, and it's one of the perfect screen sizes. Now, not only is the Galaxy Note 2 productive, you can just, it's just very easy to use, and gaming on a device of this size is also a welcome addition, and it's a pleasure to use as well. And just the experience is very intuitive. Now, if you take a look at the performance, just opening up the app drawer and looking at some of the apps I have, you can see it's very easy to do. It's a very nice experience, since the specs of the Galaxy Note 2 is a 1.6 quad-core processor, and with 2 gigabytes of RAM, and LTE in specific regions. So that's why the Galaxy Note 2 is so good. It just has some of the best features, and it even has features that the iPhone 5 or iPhones in general don't even have. So that's why it makes it so good. See that you do have just the regular features, and even watching a video in full screen is definitely a pleasure. So you can see how it just covers up the whole screen, and this video is in HD 1080p format, and as you can see, it's just stunning. Now, not only can you watch the video, you can just use this pop-up player. So I could just put the video at the side, I can move it around, I could just have it there, I can even start text messaging while the video is right there, and I'm still just as productive as I want to be with this pop-up player right here. Now I could just simply pause it by just tapping on it, and then I could just X out of it like so. So that's a very smart feature found on the Galaxy Note 2 as well. Now you also have some Samsung apps, so say for example you have Paper Artist pre-installed, and you also have S-Note and S-Planner. S-Planner is just basically a calendar app that fits the Galaxy Note 2 screen very well, and that's why I also do like it. And S-Note, once again, is just for the S Pen, and you can easily take down notes, and it's much better than S-Memo that was on the Galaxy Note, which was the original one. And overall, this Galaxy Note 2 is just a great phone in general. Now, if you take a look at the browser, and you load up none other than AndroidCritics.com, you can see that this device just handles the browser very well. It's a nice experience, and you can easily pinch to zoom like so, and you can look at it, and you can see that it's just a very nice experience to use as well. And the Galaxy Note 2 has just the perfect browser as well. You can basically see the whole web page just in portrait mode, and you can also look at it in landscape mode, and you can see that it's also a nice viewing experience to look at as well. And that's why I really like using the web browser on the Note 2. And not only do you have the web browser, you also do have the pop-up browser. So say if I'm in my email and I want to look at something, say if I go into, say if I want to read something, you also have this thing called the pop-up browser. So you can see that this pop-up browser is a small window, and I can easily look at whatever I'm looking at, and you can see it's a very nice experience as well. And say if I just want to check something quickly, say just checking sports scores or something, that's one of the good things about this device. And that's why I really do like using pop-up browser or anything like that. That's why I really do like it. Now, this Note 2 is running Android 4.1.1 Jelly Bean, which is the latest Android. Just simply see Android 4.1.1 Jelly Bean, and you can find the Jelly Bean game. Now, not only does it have Jelly Bean and it's really smooth, I can also use Google Now. San Francisco Giants score. Did the St. Louis Rams win? And you can see it easily hears my voice, and I can ask, who is the President of the United States? And you can see it just brings everything up fast, and I can also check bus routes. If I want to check bus routes, I can easily check Google Maps. I can easily just do anything I want on this device, and fast at that. It's way better than Siri, and that's not just me saying that. It just integrates into your lifestyle more, and you don't have to ask generic questions. So I could just say, I could just ask anything to Google Now, and also uses Google Search. How many calories in a hamburger? And you can see I'll just simply search on Google like so, and that's why I really do like Google Now. Now, by far one of the coolest features on the Galaxy Note 2 is multi-view, which allows you to have two apps running at once, and you can see two views of the apps. So say if I want to activate it, I just hold down the back button twice until you feel the vibration, and I could just go into Google Chrome, for example. I could just tap on it, and I can also go into any of these apps that are running on the side, like so. So I could just also go into Twitter, for example. I could just simply drag that pane in at the top or at the bottom, and as you can see, I have my Twitter right there. I can also readjust the windows and anything like that, and you can see that I'm still on my website at AndroidCritics.com, so that's one of the best features of the Galaxy Note 2. Now, I don't see myself using this feature that often, but when I do, I feel like it's one of the cool features, and some features that have never been found before, and these features are just truly revolutionary compared to iOS. Now, the camera is also a good feature on the Galaxy Note 2, so if I go ahead and open up the camera, and if I want to take a picture of something, I'll just drag my Galaxy Note into frame. And you can see taking pictures are instantaneous, so I can just simply keep pressing on the shutter button. And you can see how fast the pictures are at the bottom, and that's why I really do like it. Now, if I go to settings right here, I can see if I want to have burst shot, self-portrait, flash on, a single shot, or I could just have best photo. So I can just take a lot of photos at once. So say if I want to take as many photos as I want at once, and then it'll process all those photos all at once. And you can see it'll choose, so it'll just choose that best photo, and it'll choose which photo is the best. Now you can change the exposure value, the focus mode, and a lot more. Now you also have these visual effects, so I could just have this cold vintage look, or warm vintage, or portraits, or something like that. Some Instagram features as well. So that's why I really do like this camera. And you can see if I take a picture, it'll be a lot different. And that's why I really do like the Galaxy Note 2, just because of those simple features. I've seen yet, and I really do recommend it. Now, in conclusion, the Galaxy Note 2 is a great phone. It's the smartest phone today. It puts the smart back into smartphone. I will be using this phone for a while, and I will use it over my Galaxy S3 because the screen size, because of the huge battery. The battery life is just simply amazing. I could get up to 48 hours on a single charge. Not only that, you have motion features, you have Google Now, you have that split screen multitasking with that multi-view, you have S-Note, you have a great camera. The camera, you don't even have to carry your DSLR with you or your digital pocket camera, you just use your Galaxy Note 2. Now, you have a lot of good features on the Galaxy Note 2, and this is why this is the best phone to date, and it's way better than the Galaxy S3. It has an amazing camera, the speakers are great on this device, and it has a quad-core processor, 2GB of RAM. The list just goes on. It's just a very smooth phone, and you can do whatever you want to get done with this phone, and that's why I really do believe that you should buy this device. Now, you can find this device at Omegacell, so visit Omegacell Communications at omegacell.com, and if you use the Critics code at checkout, you'll be able to receive $25 off this device, and that's why I really do recommend Omegacell to all of you guys, since you'll be able to get $25 off this phone. So just visit omegacell.com, there will be a link in the description. So thank you for watching this video on the Galaxy Note 2 official review and hands-on. Subscribe, like this video, please follow me on Twitter at twitter.com/AndroidCritics. Also, feel free to visit my blog at androidcritics.com. There will be a post on the Galaxy Note 2 with pictures and everything. So just go ahead and visit my post down below and visit my blog at androidcritics.com. And at androidcritics.com, you'll be able to see the latest news, reviews, and more. So just go ahead and visit androidcritics.com, and you'll be able to receive the latest Android information, Android news. I also do have an ebook, so if you go to that website, you'll be sure to see that ebook, and there will also be a link in the description. So it's my guide to Android ebook, and you can get it for $10. That's a reasonable price, so you can know everything about Android, and I wrote that ebook as well. And add me on Google Talk at androidcritics@gmail.com. Now, also in the comment section down below, tell me your thoughts about the Galaxy Note 2, whether you like it or you don't like it, or why you'll be buying the Galaxy Note 2. Email me at androidcritics@gmail.com, and I'll get back to you as fast as I can. And once again, guys, this is Android Critics from androidcritics.com. Leave a like as I know you watch this video, and thanks for watching.